What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're looking into top altcoins picks that have a huge upside potential and reviewing the latest ETH and BTC setups as well as usual, because they're playing out every single day. This channel is on a winning streak big time, you guys. But before we get rolling, don't forget to smash the like button. You know how it goes. We need those likes, and subscribe. If you're new here, you're very welcome, and hit the small little bell so you always get notified when I come live here with you. All right, let's see who's in the chat. We have Conrad Kopika, good morning. Gogo, Yese, Yosef, Stanimir, Lucien, Down the Legend, Borat. Good morning, everyone. Who am I missing? Rafero is here as well. Good stuff. King Tony, and that's in the chat box. Pablo as well. Listen, everyone. Luar Buso, good morning. That's one of our new members over here. Everyone is super welcome, you guys. Okay, cool. So we're gonna jump straight into it. Hold on. Hopefully the music is not too loud. I don't know what's happening, but I have cat hairs everywhere. All right, we're gonna jump straight into it, and we're gonna talk about what happened yesterday with Powell. So basically, Powell was speaking yesterday, which was a surprise already. I told you I didn't see that on the weekend, and then it came out as in the red folders on Forex Factory. So obviously that was very important. And over here we can see that he pretty much thinks that the stocks are looking expensive. He basically hinted that the stocks are looking highly valued. And what happened? Well, indices pulled back immediately. So basically, he was referring to the stocks as fairly highly valued, quoting over here. And after the exact remark that he made, Wall Street snapped a 3-day record streak. Was down 88 points, S&P 0.6%, Nasdaq 0.9. We're gonna see the data in a second, but yeah, tech led the drop. News, not really, because that's what we were expecting. But the interesting thing about this situation is that energy outperformed. Now, you guys, you know very well that we don't want energy to be outperforming. We're gonna say in a second why, but you remember we had the good CPI results because of energy last time we were looking at that, right? So yeah, basically the Fed is staying cautious on rate cuts. If he continues to be like that, that can very much cool the animal spirits and could raise the bar a little bit high for the upside potential. But yeah, what to watch for? Basically, what we need to be watching out for, we have more Feds that are speaking, by the way, this week. So we need to keep a close eye on that. And also we have the PCE inflation measure on Friday. That's later this week. So if inflation runs hot, we know what's going to happen. The Fed or the Fed sounds hawkish. Dip buying could stay kind of shallow. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at close. We're gonna be having a close look on all of these things now. Again, here we are back at the same news that we were discussing a few weeks ago. Chances of a government shutdown spike. So basically, they spike because Trump canceled the meeting with the Democrats. Classic. So he scrapped the White House funding meeting with the Democrats leaders, which was on September 30th. As the deadline is looming, I think September 30th was the deadline, actually. So yeah, that's not good. That is raising odds of a partial government shutdown because they need a deal. So why does that matter for us? Well, of course it matters because it's going to mean short-term volatility, right? It's going to dent the sentiment, lift the uncertainty in general. And of course, the volatility is going to be high. So yeah, that's not very nice, but you know, the problem is we don't need a shutdown right now, especially during cautious Fed messaging, because that could compound the risk of environment, right? That we're not currently really seeing, but we're seeing like under the surface, because we checked the VIX, the volatility index, and what is it doing? Well, it's going up. Why is it going up? Well, it's going up because, you know, there is some sort of hedging happening behind the scenes. There is some sort of uncertainty behind all of this giant techs just growing and growing and growing. So yeah, what are we watching for next? Well, basically we need to see if we have any signs of talks, maybe over the weekend. I don't know, maybe Trump posts something on X, right? And he says, oh, we have a short continuing resolution, right? But if we have no progress, that's going to mean that we're getting higher VIX, and again, cyclicals might pop. We'll see. So the thing is, if we look at the sector's performance yesterday, here it is: energy outperforming everything, and then you have technology dropping, right? Tech down bad. So the energy really matters, because remember, energy strength reflects supply, not to mention the geopolitical jitters and stuff like that. And if you see utilities up, that is classic defensives, right? Classic defensives. So if energy keeps climbing, it's going to feed fuel into the costs and the CPI, right? Which is already not great if that happens, because the Fed is already worrying about it. He's wary about it. And then when tech is weakening the way it is right now, what does that mean? Well, that means that the biggest cushion that is holding the indices is basically pulled away. And that is going to make broad pullbacks even more likely. And then the dip buyers are going to be more hesitant. All of these things, right? All of these things. So, all right, you guys, coming back to the chat, how's everyone? Stanimir is saying that in Bulgaria we're already drinking alcohol at this time. Why am I so late? This makes total sense. Better trader. Hey Gabby, could we later look into some good open longs or short options? Sure, of course, we're gonna do that. Thank you. Gentine, of course, is noticing my hair because she's a girl, not expecting the guys to notice anything. That's fine. You guys, make sure to like the video. By the way, also leave a comment after the video. That would be amazing if you can do that. And we're gonna jump straight into the charts right now. That's okay, no worries. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, guys. Just kidding. All right, cool. So yesterday live stream, let's just recap real quick. What did we say yesterday? The way that the market was trading on London session, we said that we need to see a drop from the true week open down here. Well, yesterday we had the drop. Unfortunately, it came a little bit late in the day. The drop from where we were expecting came at New York session. Even further in New York session, like I think we were trading like an hour or something. I'd like to hear a discussion with you and one of the CBT team guys on the topic of the end. Oh, really? Would you like to... Yes, that sounds so posh. Yeah, mate, of course, we're already planning to do something like that. Actually, next week I'm in Canada, so the week after when I come back, we're planning to do some stuff on that. So we'll definitely sit down and have a chat with the boys live, because I prefer lives. Anyway, you guys, all right, welcome everyone, welcome. Make sure to smash that like button, you guys. I'm gonna check how many likes we have in a second, but let's just look at Bitcoin. What did we say yesterday in the live stream? We want to sell from the true week open. It didn't manifest London session, it didn't manifest beginning of New York session. A little bit later into the New York opening, we saw the drop. Then what did we say? Continuation, right? After that, what do we want to see? We had three areas. So on Monday, we snapped back from the daily support at 12K. Then we set more sell continuation into the month opening, which is 11K and 50, 11 and 50, 111K 50, whatever. And that happened yesterday from the true week open. Now, mind you, these are scalps. Okay, Rafera is saying that I have to check the likes. I don't like to do that, you guys. I trust you. I trust you. I trust that you're gonna give all the likes on the planet. We have 45 people watching. We need 45 likes. We have 22 likes. Very, very disappointing. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so we need to pump the likes over here. Make sure to come in the description box, you guys, and claim your Discord access from the description box. On Discord, I give the daily updates every single day, and you can get your VIP role to have access to all the channels, all the traders, TradFi, Forex, whatever you guys want. Right, you can claim your VIP role very, very easy. So make sure to join that, and also the strategy course waitlist for which you're waiting months. I know, I'm sorry. I don't want to say I'm lazy, but you know, it's just too much. I meant to vouch for the inviting guests idea. Oh, yeah, for sure. Did Solana reach your entry point? The happiness hub. Guys, you know how I roll in this live stream, right? We look at Bitcoin, we look at Ethereum, we look at Solana, and then we talk about everything else. So let's just focus. All right, sells yesterday from the True Week Open, fine, done. Take profit, True Month Open, fine, done. All right, this should be done because what did we say? We're expecting a bounce from the True Month Open. Now, the problem, we're facing a very similar problem that we did yesterday. I don't particularly like the way the day opened with this candle over here. I don't particularly like it. So why don't I like it? Well, that means that price might push up a little bit more before we drop down, because to be fair with you, if the day opened below the True Month Open, I'd be happy, more happy for longs, but I'm not as of now. So it's pretty much in the same situation we're seeing yesterday. I want you to be aware of that, okay? It's not done yet. It's not done. By the way the chart looks to me, it looks like we're gonna take 110K. Okay, we're gonna take, that's how it looks like. Now, I'm going to talk about Ethereum, and I'm going to say why Ethereum looks stronger, but it still needs to prove that it's stronger today. Like right about now, it needs to start proving to me that it's strong. Otherwise, I'm going to get out of the long that I'm currently in. So, all right, let's focus. The day opening, this candle, I don't like it. I don't like it. The way it is, the location it is, I don't like it, right? If it was below, I'd be happier, but it's not. So no, okay. Yeah, okay. So in that case, I think what's happening over here is that we're just gonna get a little bit more played with, a little bit more manipulation, right? This, in my opinion, is turning into a very gnarly range, right? So imagine a situation like this, right? This might continue for a while, into this week, maybe into next week. This week, I'm pretty much like sold, right? This week, I'm bearish. Like, it's already Wednesday. I don't think that price is gonna pop before the week ends. I don't believe it. I don't believe it as of now. What I'm hoping for is that we drop after this range, we drop, and next week, Monday, we open here. We open below, right? Somewhere around 111K, or after we've taken 110. That's for next week. That's what I want, right? If this manifests next week, I'm gonna be a little bit more happier, but that's not happening as of now. So, you know, everything with caution. This is what I'm trying to say. So that's why today we're going to focus on the overall alts that I think are going to do well in the bull run. Now, why? Because I've been kept telling you, I don't believe that the alt season is going to be massive this time around. Unfortunately, now we have the ETFs, so the liquidity needs to be what's the word in English? It needs to go there, right? The liquidity needs to go there. Now, when you have when you have that much liquidity that is required to keep these ETFs running, so the market makers, right? The market makers in the traditional markets, they can't swing prices too much. Especially if we're looking into ETF altcoins, they can't swing prices too much. So what they do is they have predetermined ranges of trade, right? They have they have a higher and a lower side of a range. They have an up target and a low target, and they bounce price in between with pre-agreed targets. This is how the market. Huh? What? Oh my goodness. This is so annoying. This has been running probably for a while. Sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god, sorry. This is terrible. Oh, and I was just like on a roll, like explaining everything. This is hilarious. Thank you guys. SOS really helped. Okay, so we're gonna start over. Okay, let's start over. This is terrible. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go back. When did it start doing that? What was I talking about? Because I need to restart now everything. Hot for the okay. Okay, it wasn't that loud. No. Okay, that's good. All right, beautiful. So do you understand my point? Okay, we have ETFs. We have ETFs because I'm focused on screaming in the mic, right? I'm like screaming right now, so probably that helped. So we have these ETFs. They need liquidity. So the liquidity, whether it's 1, 2, 3 trillion, it needs to go there. It needs to keep these alts liquid, right? Because they're going to be tradable assets. So the market makers have predetermined ranges, predetermined price ranges always. They don't swing prices crazy. So I think that we need to be focusing more on these. I don't think that we're gonna see a huge alt season for random Gabby is for random coins anyway, you guys. So yeah, that's the thing, right? We need to be focused on the few that have very good documentation. Look at Dodge, look at all of these coins that have documents prepared ready to apply for ETFs. I'm not saying that all of them are going to be approved. It doesn't matter. But yeah, some will have more chance than others. For example, Solana, right? Solana, for example. What else? We have, I'm going to tell you which ones. Let's just finish with ETH first. All right. So ETH today. Now, why am I long ETH? The reason I'm long ETH is because ETH is showing strength at the moment in comparison to Bitcoin, which means that if today ETH BTC starts pumping to the upside, right? If ETH BTC becomes strong today, that means that even if Bitcoin drops to 110, I am happy with my long position as of our buy zone, right? I will be happy with that. Does that make sense? Let's look at ETH BTC immediately. Well, what do you know? ETH BTC yesterday, we tapped into the buy zone and we stay there, right? We stay there. So I want for this to just completely reverse right now. This is where I'm going to be happy. Yeah, so Solana most likely is going to get that. Solana's most likely going to get the ETFs. Happy days. Then you have a Link, which I hate, but they're also applying, right? So what else do we have? Let's have a look at all the coins, right? Solana, AVAX, Donch, Link, Say, APT, LTC, World Liberty Finance. So Hemi keeps pumping. Yeah, bro, like, I mean, for sure, it probably is. Anyway, going back to Sol. Now, Sol is also at a very good position to start accumulating, but unfortunately, Sol is not as strong at the moment. So what is that telling me? Well, first of all, I need to look at the situation on a lower time frame. 4 hour. Let's have a look. Did we tap into the buy zone? Yes, we did. Do we have liquidity on the 4 hour time frame at 193? Yes, we do. What did we say about Solana? What is the breaking point of Solana? Well, we basically said that Solana should not close. Whatever the hell happens, we shouldn't have a body close below $100. No body close below $100. Sorry, $200. For Solana, no body close below $200. This is what we need right now. So do we have liquidity below that area? Yes, we do. The liquidity actually sits at around 194. So what is that telling you? That is telling you two things. There's two possibilities. Either the liquidity is going to be left behind and we continue to show strength from here, which is probably not going to be the case. Or scenario number two, Solana continues to be weak, and then we drop and we wick that area so fast, and we snap back so fast that nobody is going to catch a position. Does that make sense? I'm going to catch a position though. Maybe people that are watching me are going to catch position, but I don't know about the rest. So yeah, very important liquidation level, right? Very important. 194 if you want, right? That's the liquidation. It's most probably going to be wicked, and most probably price is going to come and snap back and close above $200. Mark my words, okay? This is what should happen, because if we get a body close below $200, I would not be I'm not ready yet, right? I won't be ready yet. But just for context, right? Just for context, let's see the 4-hour time frame. Look at this 4-hour liquidity. 145. Now, I want to remind you that if I was sitting around and waiting for the 4-hour liquidity on 145 to be taken, I would have probably made nothing on Solana, you know? And I'm sitting there and I'm like waiting for the 4-hour liquidity to be taken. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. It might not go, right? It might be left behind, such as the one at 145. Is Solana at buy zone? It is at buy zone. Can it dig deeper into the buy zone to $200? Absolutely. Yeah, no problem. It can. So that's the thing, right? That's the thing. So ideally, right, people are asking me, so limit orders, blah, blah, blah. First of all, you do you, right? This is no financial advice. You guys know that very well. Second of all, I told you guys, the one thing that I'm doing right now is very, very easy. Combine it with your daily trading. It helps so much. What you need to do is go on the Pionex trading bots. So essentially, you open a bot on Solana and you say to the bot, start accumulating. Here goes my rescue. Oh my goodness. She hates it when I start streaming. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so what you open the bot, and then what you do is you tell the bot to start accumulating buy positions, right? All the way. Like you make a range low and you make a range high. Obviously the range high for Sol is going to be very high. But you want to be accumulating small buy positions. So this is what the bot does. And for anyone that's on Discord, and if you're not on Discord, get on Discord right now, because I've made a video on the grid bots and how you can use them, how you can utilize them, and how you can trade on them. So for example, on the outs, low leverage positions, right? At the beginning, I started with 3x on outs, which was very low. So essentially, now I upped my outs positions at like 7x, 8x, 9x, some even 10x, which is a lot, to be honest. I prefer to keep the 10x for Bitcoin. But anyway, so I just accumulate gazillion of 100 small positions down here. And then as price moves up, my positions, you know, get into profit. This is the point, because if you're only taking one trade, yes, you might take it, you might get liquidated, you might get the leverage wrong, and it's going to be only one chance, you know? And then if you get liquidated, you pretty much don't want to get back in because you're pissed off now, you know? Or you're FOMOing and you get back in on even higher leverage. So it's just very good for emotion control, you guys, honestly. And just by registering, you're getting $50, by the way. You're getting $50 just by registering on Pionex. I'm telling you, it's a huge deal. And soon as you deposit $100, you get $100 in your account as well. So all of these things are pretty awesome. And if you're not sure exactly where to put your orders, well, I will start stacking orders from now, right? Why not? I'm gonna go into a little bit of drawdown, but who cares? Because I'm going to be tagged into more buy positions. That's essentially what I want. Because when price reverses, which is inevitably going to happen, inevitably, right? I want to be in all of these positions and I want to start selling on the way up. Right? So this is in regards to the positions, right? In regards to day trading, you have to watch everything at the same time, day by day, right? So for example, I'm not long Solana right now. I'm waiting a little bit more. Am I long Ethereum though? I'm long Ethereum, yes. I am long Ethereum. Why? Because Ethereum is showing strength on the chart. ETH BTC hasn't particularly showed it yet, but it should soon, because if it doesn't, I have to close my ETH for a loss for sure, right? For sure. What do we have here? Divergence. Look at it. Divergence. What is Ethereum making? Ethereum is making higher highs. What is Bitcoin making? What is Bitcoin making, Yang? Tell me. What is that? Is that a lower low? That's a lower low. So what does that mean? Well, that means that the stronger asset is going to be Ethereum, technically, right? So that's that. So it's absolutely imperative that ETH BTC changes track right now, today, you know, whether it's now, whether it's like around a US Open, I don't care, but it needs to happen today, because otherwise I have to close my ETH long and I have to wait maybe a little bit longer, which is fine. You know, I can do that, no problem. But am I going to take the opportunity? Of course, like, of course. First of all, let's, for anyone that's new here, you guys, welcome, and make sure to smash the like button as usual, because we need those likes to grow this channel. Share with your friends, do whatever you want, because this is the best crypto trading channel. I am just convinced. One of the best. Okay, let's give my friends some credits. Okay, so the thing about this is, right, look at these yellow lines. September, let's look on the daily. September 8, October 13. This is where the September price action is unfolding. This block. Okay, so think about how much more time we have. Right? We have some more time. Don't worry. We have some more time before we actually start getting extremely bullish. All right. It's just the fact that we need to be keeping ourselves right now very concentrated. All right. Very good. Yes, on Discord, yeah, we have Crypto Panda just joined. Yeah, he's doing well. Dottie is amazing. Wizard of Alt is amazing. Who else is amazing, you guys? Yeah, I don't want to be missing anyone. Mr. Vane. We have some amazing traders on Discord. Honestly, like, don't waste time. Just join. Join. Let me control the likes over here. Ew. We don't care. We don't care about your ad. 50 likes. We need 23 more likes. Thank you guys for the 50 likes, but we have 25 people more watching us, so we need more likes. That's it. Yeah, Wizard is great. All right, cool. So are we clear? I want everyone in the chat box to tell me, is there anything that is not clear at the moment from what I said, so we can move on to the alts that we want to talk about? Anything that is unclear, you guys? Let me know. We start. The first one, AVAX. AVAX. All right. First of all, for anyone that's new here, last week I gave this setup on AVAX. Absolutely sniper setup. If you're in, you're in. I know some people are in from the chat box. Actually, they reminded me. I completely forgot. Yesterday there was like, Gabby, open AVAX, and I'm like, oh damn, like what a setup. AVAX, absolutely insane. Double liquidity formation, $65 at the very minimum. ETF coin, right? They're going to be applying for ETF. So this thing could do very, very well. Yes, that's Zulu. That was Zulu. Yes, see, that's the thing. If you were on the bots, if you use that on the Pionex bots, you could have opened 100 positions by now. Anyway, all right, cool. AVAX is one of the coins. We've analyzed that in the previous live streams a lot. Quick analysis, you guys. Double liquidity, $65 at the very minimum. But we are also going to be looking for more. Why? Because they're applying for an ETF. right? And the liquidity is going to flow into AVAX. So do I care? Yes, I do, right? What's the other one? What's the other one? APT. A bit sussed on APT, suspicious, a little bit suspicious. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna be the one that is going to fail. I don't know. Possible. All right. Possible. But if they do well, they're gonna do really well, right? If they get approved, it's gonna be good. APT as well. You see, we still have to break $4.3 on that, right? Was it 4.3? Yeah, we have lots. APT needs to prove a lot to us. Okay. Yes, Yusen Krisha is very correct. The other one is Link. Another one that I don't really like. Oh, why did I remove it? Hold on. Link is the other one. Link is the other one that could do very well if they get approved for the ETFs. Link is the other one that we're looking at. Guys, any other documents for like coins? Like, let me know any other coins applying for ETFs. Did I miss anything? Say is going to be the other one that could do very well, right? Ondo, very good. Mid cap, Ondo, great suggestion. We're starting with the high caps at the moment. Anna as well, correct. LTC, correct. Yes, very good. One by one. Say is another one. Okay. Say is another one. Look at these weekly candles. So confusing, but this is going to perform. This is what I think. This is my feeling. This is my feeling. Okay, LTC. Did we look at LTC? LTC as well, expected to perform really well. The way we're looking at it right now, it could even 167 and maybe even 240 depending on how they're gonna do. Injective, are they gonna have ETF as well? I don't think so. Binance is heavily putting into Anna, correct. All right, Anna, let's have a look at Anna, because this is the mid caps. Anna could also do very well, even though it's at a sell zone right now. Selling from 0.84, right? It is at a buy zone right now. The ultimate buy zone, I don't know if we're gonna get it 0.52. Probably not. So hopefully we stick at so this was the sell, this is the buy zone. All right, we've reached the buy zone for Anna as well. Nothing to complain. So Anna should do well, hopefully, if Ethereum does well. If not, we're looking again at this zone, 0.5. Let's see if the indicators are giving something else. Hold on. Nah, yeah, 0.55. This is going to be good for the bot as well, Anna. Bonk, I don't know. For the memes, I think Pepe Dodge, you guys. I don't think Bonk is gonna... I don't think Bonk. Anna we can use in the bot, yes. Bot indicators can't wait for the course to drop. I know, mate. I know. I'm really sorry. I'm letting you guys down. I know, but I'm still getting used to all of the workload that I have. You know, it's kind of crazy because I'm also a trader. I'm a day trader. I want to trade. I look at the charts. You guys know how much work is required, right? You understand that. So, yeah. All right, cool. Moving on. You guys, do you have any more coins, right? World Liberty Finance is another one. So we're going to move to the mid caps right now. Mid caps. ACH. Look at it. I want you to look at ACH, right? Just look at it. By the way, this is the previous range, so we need to extend right now. Do I really need to extend? Not really, because we already see that we have liquidity at 0.058. So, right, this is like 220% or whatever. So ACH is a very good opportunity. Solana chain is hot, so also meme coins like bonk, useless fart coins. How about algo is beaten down? Yeah, I don't think algo's I'm not expecting anything from algo, to be fair. Let's have a look at it. I don't remember if we had any liquidity on a daily, on a weekly. Mate, you know, it's just, yeah, no, no, it's just not looking good. Maybe a retest of, you know, the 0.33. I don't know. This was the weekly retest and rejected from it. It's very, I don't know, maybe 0.75. This is what the weekly is showing. Potential retest of that. For aware, hello. How about Sonic? Was that S? USDT? By the way, guys, we are mixing everything up right now because we were looking at altcoins that are going to perform well, and now you are asking me to do reviews of your coins again. Well, see what happened to S? Not good, not good. So we were expecting it to drop a little bit more, and it dropped way too much. And what did we say for Sonic as well? That it needs to hold. Do you see it holding it? Yes, you do. Right? This is the line. This is the lifeline. Body closes above it. Price is wicking. Extremely important. So yeah, that means that you're probably going to see S at 0.42. I don't know about more than that though. 0.42 looks fine. SHIB is also into ETF. Yeah, probably. SHIB also sounds good to me, to be fair. You know what I wanted to look at? You guys, let's look at this. BGB. You know, I think this is something that we're fading, you know. We're fading BGB, and the fading needs to stop. The fading needs to stop right now. Look at that. Perfect rotation is just moving too nicely to be ignored. It's moving way too nice to be ignored. BGB. Double liquidity formation. God, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to wait for 4.1, 4.2 over here. I don't even know if I want to wait for that, to be fair. BGB looks great. See, $6, 5.8 over here. And then sky's the limit, really, because it's done well. Yes, Ondo is also one of the coins that we're looking into very seriously for this cycle. I want to show you the perfect buy zone that I had for Ondo, that everyone thought I was crazy, right? When I gave this buy zone back in December last year, when I was on LOC channel, everyone thought that I'm mental, that Ondo is never going back to 0.7, 0.64. When I put 0.644, people are like, what the hell? I was like, yeah, I mean, you guys don't know what you're doing, and you shouldn't be trading. But anyway, 0.64 was the buy on Ondo over here. Liquidity on the 12-hour time frame, very nicely taken and price dumped. Beautiful, very beautiful. What are you seeing on a daily time frame? More liquidity, 0.84. Okay, let's look at weekly real quick. Is weekly giving anything? No, weekly is not giving anything. Daily is a bit telling. Daily is a bit telling. So for Ondo, you would want for this liquidity to be let's mark it. Hold on. 0.8445. 0.8445. If we get a tap into that, oh my god, aren't we just lucky pumpkins? I remember gaps on LOC, Reikox-san. Yeah, so I think Ondo is gonna do well. Sui, yeah, we can look at Sui, but it's not on my list of the ones that I'm looking. So yeah, mid caps, Anna, World, BGB, Virtuals, Aster, and then we have some low weird plays here like Public AI, Sapiens, Gaia, Deep, stuff like that. Concerning Ina, I understand, but bot versus going long. So basically the happiness hub, listen, get on Discord first of all, because you need to watch the video. You know what, I'm gonna post the video because next week I'm in Canada, right? So let's do that. Next week I'm going to post the bot video on YouTube, so you can watch it, okay, and understand how it works. So for you can do that, okay, and then you'll have an idea of how to operate. Okay. Let's go back to ETH. So yeah, it's super imperative, you guys, for today for ETH to start pumping and ETH BTC to start pumping, so I can get a little bit more confirmation that ETH is going to do well, and I can keep my long on ETH, because so far so good. Solana also at a very good buy level right now, very good buy level, slightly more careful with it. So I think if it trades above 214, I'm gonna go back long on Sol. Bitcoin today, potentiality to run back to 113k from where it could reject again, or 113,400, which is the support of the resistance over here on the daily or 4-hourly, whatever. So yeah, very careful with Bitcoin, because it might drop to 110. All right. In regards to Bitcoin dominance, you guys, yeah, for alts to pick up a little bit more momentum, Bitcoin dominance would probably need to catch up a little bit, right? To catch up. Like, I would like for Bitcoin dominance to come back to the sell zone over here that we marked, or even our resistance level at 61, 62, right? Which are more important actually than the sell zone. So all of this area for Bitcoin dominance, very important. Very important. You want to see price. I don't know why I can't delete it. We're bugging a little bit, but yeah, very important, because in order for alts to run a little bit, Bitcoin dominance needs to catch up, and then it needs to fall more, because if it doesn't, like, yes, we have liquidity at 55, yeah, we can go to 55, but is that really gonna give the fuel that we need? I don't know. And my keyboard's not working again. All right, cool. So that's for today, you guys. I hope it was clear. I asked you 15 times if everything is clear, so make sure to come on Discord, right? Very important. Claim your VIP access role, sign up for the trading course waitlist. The VIP access on Discord is very easy to claim, no excuses. Next week I'm in Canada, so you have to be on Discord to follow everything. All right. What else? Am I missing anything? Stanimir, did I forget to mention something? I think that's everything, you guys. Crystal clear. All right, boom. Lovely. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm glad that it's helpful, the content for you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.